Hi there, sweet YouTube. It is I, the one, the only Naudia Exotica, and I'm not participating in Vlogmas this year, okay? But what I can introduce you to is Grinchmas. For those of you who have a sour taste in your mouth about Christmas, or let's just say, I don't know, maybe something awful has happened to you around this time of year, or you just never feel a part of it, you know, it just doesn't feel like it applies to you, or maybe you're all Christmased out and you've had enough and you're not willing to participate, that's fine. Grinchmas is for you. So I don't know what I have in store. I just know I'd love to still bring the same surprises and the same, I guess, fun that I brought to you last year, okay? We'll see how it plays out. I just I could not swing it this year at all. I do want to thank you guys. I don't know if it's just been, I know that there's been YouTube people who've been ordering my candles and my products and stuff, and I thank you so much for that. I've now sold out of my third candle, okay? I'd say that's a success. Thank you, thank you. And with everything that I have going on, if you throw the candle making and the business productivity, I guess, in the mix, Vlogmas was just not a realistic approach to this holiday season, and that's okay. Honestly, I'm like not, I had to really sit and think, because part of me wants to break down sobbing all the time. And the other part of me is like, stay busy, stay busy, stay busy. My mom had one solution to every problem. Like, she had the hardest time talking about real actual issues and being, I guess, like empathetic, sympathetic in that way. Her number one solution always was to work. You got a problem? Work. Go to work. Don't think about it. And don't you dare, when I was working with her, I could not bring home issues that we had at home, I could not bring to work at all. So you had to like completely pretend it was a whole new world. I do stand by that to this day to some degree. Like, yeah, don't, like, you got to separate the two. Don't bring bullshit from your personal life into work. Way more easier said than done. And especially when it came to issues that we had, in my early teens. I started working my first job at my family's restaurant at 16. So, that whole work ethic thing of like, don't bring it into the workplace. I couldn't adhere to it. But so that's kind of what I'm dealing with now, is like, where's the fine line and happy medium of like grieving and just putting my face into work. I think also about kind of what she would say if she were here. I feel like she would get bored and sick of seeing me cry all the time. She would become very annoyed. That's just the way that my mom was. Ugh, you wonder where I get it from. And so I figured, you know what? How about the anti-Vlogmas, but still, a little bit of, I don't know, razzle-dazzle, holiday magic, if you will. So I just wanted to keep you up to date with what's going on, and I'm going to be as persistent as possible on here. Persistent, consistent. I'm going to be as consistent as possible on here. It just won't be every single day. I have 2 new products in the works, actually going to be launching this coming week. I love to use, okay, when it's not a candle, because like I said before, candles, you just do a burn test. You make sure they smell great, right? That, and obviously ensuring that you put the proper ratio of oil to wax, whatever. But with actual body care products, I like to use them. I make my aunt use them, and my best friend use them. And I've been using these 2 things for a week now, and I love I absolutely adore the formula, the scent, everything. Like, it's like, I feel like I really do have a good nose for like scent profiles. But it's another shea butter sudsy soap bar in the shape of Medusa. And the second thing is a body elixir, which is just a body oil, in the same scent, same moisturizing properties. And then you have the option to add glimmer to it if you want to add like sparkle and shimmer to the body oil or not. But that's going to debut this week. It's an apple and like it's apple floral meets wood, maybe a little woodsy. Yeah, and it's amazing. And you can either put the body oil on before a shower and then rinse it all off, or you can wear it. I like to wear it. I have dry patches, eczema. I was born with eczema, and all these moisturizing products seem to do a great deal, especially in the winter months, the cold months. So that is going to show up on the channel very soon. That's not what this video is about. Can I be honest? I mean, I'm already 9 minutes in, and that's not what this video is about. I'm going to rain on your parade yet again with this thing that I want to bring up. Okay? Sorry. So, for those who don't know, Craigslist used to be a fabulous arena for trans dating. It was just so foolproof. Now, I'm not saying that obviously there weren't slip-ups and accidents and awful things taking place. I feel like there is with every dating app, but Craigslist was so specific to a T, no pun intended. You got to be in your own little subcategory when it came to trans dating and when it came to like the type of encounters you were seeking, right? So imagine my disbelief when another platform pops up after the demise of Craigslist Personals called Doublelist. Now, I've ranted a lot up and down the block about this damn website. And I just felt like it was such a Temu version of Craigslist. One of the main issues that I'd had was getting blocked or like deactivated on there or marked as spam. Like I couldn't post anything on there at all. And when I reached out to support, it was because I was told it was because I didn't interact with the already published posts. So the system thought I was a bot because I didn't click on any other articles or threads or whatever posts. And that was beyond me. I was like, so if it's going to be a requirement that you do this, maybe it should be, you know, part of the onboarding process. It should be part of when you first join, when you first make your account. It should be noted in the fine details. So that was stupid, and I think I've had maybe 2 successful meetups off of there in the span of years. I was living on my own, and I recorded with some guy off there, and then that Tesla guy. Do you guys remember that story time? It was a live stream. I think it's been privated. He was from there, I think. I'm pretty sure. Who knows? Because I feel like we communicated through Snap, and I don't necessarily remember putting I think you get banned if you put your social media on there, but maybe there was a watermark of like my website on one of my photos. I don't remember. But what I do know is that I had 2 maybe success stories off of there, 2 successful incidents. And I recently learned that they're trying to now charge for, you know, publishing anything. Now, Craigslist charges for like creative services, you know, advertising services, all these things. Correct me if I'm wrong. I do not think that they charge for for misconnections. Sound off down below if I'm wrong. Absolutely, I'm I have no idea, but I'm fairly certain, I'm making an educated guess that they don't charge for missed connections. Doublelist was already a flop. It was already a failing website to begin with. It was very flawed. And now they want you to pay to use it, to publish, to even click on anything. I had this account already on there, and I was getting emails and stuff, and then the emails had stopped, and then I went and checked. I couldn't even click on messages, my posts, you know, to manage posts. I couldn't click on fuck all without the prompt of like, you need to become a member. And I don't know, you know what, let me Google what the subscription price is. I'm gonna Google it now. Google isn't even mentioning the subscription price, which seems a little shady. But I say all of this to say, I'm predicting now Doublelist will go under. It will no longer be accessible. It'll probably fall off the face of the internet and be gone. Maybe in a year's time. My spirits are telling me probably by 2028. For sure by 2028, but like probably sooner than that. I just don't see it. It's like you're paying for all the very flawed features. Do you understand how stupid of a move that was, Doublelist? The beauty about Craigslist Personals was that it was free. And it had the category of trans. Hell, I even encountered a neighbor on there. Actually, he was one of the first people I think I'd ever spoken to when I had joined at like 19 years old. And story times on members only. That was one of my first member only videos. So yeah, I just don't see it working out, sweetheart. You should have consulted, I don't know, maybe the people who use the website. But people, honestly, these apps, these dating sites and dating apps never extend that courtesy, ever. Ever. And I think that's why some of them become such a fucking failure. So it's back to the drawing board, I guess, for transgender dating apps. You heard it here first. The person who always bitches and complains about it, but doesn't even really date for dating. I date for pleasure and intimate encounters and to recharge my life force. You know what I mean? So anyway, just be aware that you can no longer, I don't know if they changed it since. This was maybe like 3-4 weeks ago now, where I could not even do anything. It was completely frozen, completely locked. I couldn't touch anything in my account. So I'm pretty sure I deleted it. I think I contacted them to delete it. Anyways, so we need to think of alternatives, okay? Or, I don't know, resort to things that maybe are a little unconventional. That's fine. That's always been fine by me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I wanted to welcome you to Grinchmas. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or video requests, feel free to email me at naudiaexotica@gmail.com. Follow all my links at naudiaexotica.com. I'm going to make a new blog. I know that's a running joke, but I'm going to actually make a new blog at naudiascuriotrove.com. Become a member by clicking the first link in the description. You get access to exclusive full-length videos, like full-length videos if you haven't had enough of me, and member emojis. And yeah, shop Bohemian Chic at thebirdsnestbotanica.com. And until the next video, you will be hearing from me very soon.